Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for my Leos. Let's go ahead and jump straight in. I'm going to be using my traditional tarot to do like a full-on spread, and then we'll use this deck to pull an oracle towards the end. But thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. If you want to see future readings or you want to see my live shows where I answer personal reading questions, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and below I will have my information listed if you want a personal session. All right, let's flip the camera down so we can see what we're working with. There we go. Might be a little crooked. All right, so Leos, what is the next 72 hours looking like for you, energy-wise? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What does the next 72 hours look like for them? Okay, so the situation, we have the World card, the Emperor, and the Page of Cups in reverse. So the situation here, Leos, you could be ready to close a chapter in your life where you feel like you're being controlled, you're being overpowered in a sense, okay? This could be a relationship with a Taurus, a Capricorn, an Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It doesn't really matter the zodiac sign, but you could be tired of feeling like you're essentially being controlled, or you're dealing with somebody who could be just very childish in the way that they respond and deal with issues. Another thing I'm picking up on, if it's not a romantic situation, you could be tired of a boss where it feels like they are just extremely overpowering and they could be a little bit inconsiderate as well. And they may make decisions based off of just how they feel and being very just petty, to be honest, like trying to cut your hours because you guys may not be, cool, or you may have some issues that you've been trying to speak up about, them trying to punish you for it, okay, trying to reprimand you and not taking in consideration of your side. That could be something that you may have to sort out during this time frame. I'm also seeing travel. Okay, you could be having family come in from out of town, and that could be a bit of a doozy in terms of it being like just high emotions and things just being said in the heat of the moment. Now, looking at love, I have the Four of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Magician. So when it comes to your love life, you could be noticing there's certain things that you may not like about certain options you may have in your life. And I'm seeing this mainly for my singles. You could be dating and there could be just some clear things that you just can't connect with, vibe with certain people that you are connecting to. With the Six of Swords and the Magician, you could be also trying to move on from an ex, but finding, again, that it's hard to maybe connect with somebody who you're genuinely interested in. And in this process of moving on, you just maybe question, like, should you go back? Should you not? When are better options going to come in? These are the types of questions you're asking. For my Leos who are in existing connection, you may not like certain things that your person does, or the way that they communicate, or the fact that they could just be very rigid in their way of being. And whenever they get into their emotions or their feelings, they could just kind of do things. And that could be a bit annoying for you. So with the Six of Swords and the Magician, you could be trying to move forward in this connection and mentally not let that be a hang up for you. Now, career and finances, we have the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups, and the Devil. So you know exactly what you want to go after career-wise, but maybe there's been certain limitations around you energetically that's been keeping you from doing this. Like, again, an overpowering spouse or addictions you could be struggling with, the false belief of limitations that you may have around you that's keeping you from really doing what you want to do. You could be secretly working on something, like trying not to tell people around you who could be negative about your plans or your ideas. It's just trying to stay consistent. That could be a bit of a struggle during this time frame, because some days you could feel emotionally up to it, other days not so much. Now, what is the advice for my Leos? So I have the King of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. So the advice here, see things from a logical standpoint. This is not the time to be being unrealistic or seeing things from the way that you want to see it, okay? Having a realistic perspective, and also just being clear about your boundaries with people around you is also what's going to help you. Because you could have certain people who are going to keep crossing those boundaries. Family, spouse, whoever is going to keep crossing those boundaries unless you make it clear that you don't want those boundaries to be crossed. Also, patience is key, but in you being in the flow of patience, it's time for you to evaluate everything that's been going on up until this point within your financial situation, your love life, all areas in your life, and seeing what needs to change or what needs to be different. And with the Four of Wands, this is surrounding yourself with people who truly support you and who are going to uplift you. If you have people who are, negative or always wanting to give you some sort of negative advice or speak negativity over you, you need to realign the people you have around you. All right, so the card that we have is Unexpected Visitors. It did show up in reverse here. So let's see what this card is about. So it says, unpleasant news is only unpleasant when you resist accepting what it is. Sometimes the thing most desired is kept away from you because it's not for the highest good of you or others. Sometimes there's a loss or disappointment due to destiny whose pattern can't be understood yet. Change is something that may be forced upon you, like bad weather that threatens a boat. Adapt to the shift in conditions and think how beautiful the sky will be afterward. Accept what is and accept what is and a more fulfilling path will soon be revealed. Remember, if you expect the unexpected, nothing can come as a shock. So yes, this is a reminder that life is unpredictable. And as much as we would like to have things under control, as much as we would like to have everything figured out, tell life your plans and life will laugh at you, okay? When you understand that quote, you understand that things are ultimately working in your best interest. It just may not happen the way that you may envision it, or the way you may see it. So make sure you're not putting these expectations on yourself. And the second that you don't meet them exactly to a T, it sends you into a spiral, okay? But this is what I see. I wish you the best of luck, and I will talk to you later.